Okay, everyone, we are going to be talking about someone that we have talked about before on this YouTube channel. And I already know that whenever we start this video, we are going to be, like, the floodgates are going to open because this is a big creator and he is being exposed again for something that he has done that we actually talked about. But we have a little bit of history with this creator, okay? So the creator is called Dalas Review, and he is a huge content creator. He has 11.1 million subscribers, okay? 11.1 million subscribers. He makes videos every single day. And guys, do you remember? Trust. Okay. So Dalas Reviews, my history with him, he is a huge, I think, Spanish creator, like one of the biggest creators, right? And has a huge fan base. Dalas Reviews took it upon himself, I think 2 years ago when the Colleen Ballinger and I situation was happening, to make a video, and it was one of the most reviewed videos of the Colleen thing, where basically he made this entire video where he was accusing me of lying and me being like, we covered it. And what actually I'm gonna do is I had made a video on this, Stop Lying Dalas Reviews, and I had like quoting my first Colleen video because he came at me hard. And the Spanish, I think, community, ooh, they came for me hard. Because when this guy makes a YouTube video, his crazy-ass audience harass whoever he makes a video on, right? And his audience did that to me in the peak of the Colleen thing. Now, the reason that this is back on my lips is because I saw this tweet, right? And I had searched in my name, and I saw this. And it was this tweet, I think, in Spanish, and it's showing my video with Dalas Reviews. And I was like, oh my God, I haven't seen Dalas Reviews since he made that, like, incredibly defamatory video on me. And it says, speaking of English-speaking YouTubers who talked about Dalas, it's a good time to remember when Dalas defended Colleen Ballinger, Miranda Sings, attacking Adam McIntyre. It's also funny how Adam reacted when he found out that Dalas is a groomer. Yeah, the old setup. So anyways, I am now being loved on Twitter because of my stream that I did 2 years ago, where I was responding to Dalas's video. And here's the thing, when Dalas makes exposed videos on people like he did on me, people normally don't respond to them because he has such a vulgar audience. However, I took it head on. His audience came for me, and in the process of him basically coming at me and I'm a liar and Colleen's not in the wrong and all like this in his video, I ended up figuring out that Dalas has his own accusations. Now, the reason this is coming up is because the community who know of Dalas are now exposing him. This has 1.4 million tweets where they're showing this video that says Dalas Reviews, the man that got away with it. It has 40,000 likes, and I was going through and translating the discussions. People are pissed, and people are exposing him for all of the allegations. Now, what is crazy is 2 years ago, we exposed it. Well, we read online the allegations, but it's so funny and so ironic that I was responding to a video where he was basically accusing me of lying, and then I came across what he had been doing, and now, 2 years later, people are really talking about these allegations and accusations against him, and we're going to watch that video. But I just want to remind you of this moment in my video from 2 years ago. Let's get to it. Why do you want me to look at his wiki? Why do you want me to look at his wiki? Oh, my old setup. Dalas Reviews. Me figuring out in real time, by the way. And all these people are posting this being like, oh my God, this English-speaking YouTuber exposed it a long time ago. And I'm like, ah! The allegations against him. Wait, is this the same person? This was bad. It was bad. And you know what was so crazy? After watching an entire video of him coming at me when I was talking about what Colleen did to me, to find out that this man had allegations and accusations against him. Child grooming allegations. In April 2018, a 15-year-old teen girl named Olivia shared on her Twitter several screenshots, videos, and live streams of alleged conversations she had with Dalas in 2016. Jesus Christ. The year in which she was supposedly about 13 years old. She also pointed out that he had sent semi-nude pool photos on Instagram. This topic was addressed by the Mexican YouTuber Diego de la Mataz, most known as This, in a live stream with Dalas from March of the same year.
This is on his Wikipedia, by the way. And he still has 11 million subscribers, but anyways. This was a live reaction, by the way.
A YouTuber known as...
He's one of the biggest YouTubers, yeah.
In 2021, this has taken a different turn than what I thought it was. Fabian, a YouTuber known as TV Interviews, this alleged victim from Dalas in a video called This, The Dark Truth About Dalas Reviews. Olivia, known on social media as This, affirmed that Dalas supposedly contacted his father to intimidate him. On November 1st, 2020, a Twitter person known as This published a thread in which she talks about the concept of parasocial grooming and explains how, according to her...
Yeah, we hate him here in Spain. Oh my god, are you from Spain? And his fans are the worst. He is genuinely one of the biggest creators, by the way. 11.1 million, and just let this play and then we're going to get to something.
Of this practice. In the same thread, she also gives an example of the American YouTuber Shane Dawson. Complaint of child...
So, anyways, people who don't even follow me are bringing my video up from 2 years ago in response to this video now going viral, exposing him 2 years later. So what I think we should do is, because we had been covering this 2 years ago, let's watch this video on this fucking weirdo, Dalas Reviews. Fuck this man. And you know what? His little rapid fans are gonna come here. You know what, motherfuckers? You did this 2 years ago and it didn't work. Hold on, let me...
Vete, no me asustarás. Vete, no me asustarás.
Vete, no me
Vete, no me asustarás.
asustarás.
Vete, no me asustarás.
Vete, no me asustarás.
Vete, no me asustarás.
Vete, no me
Vete, no me asustarás.
Asustarás. Vete, no me Fuck. Astuduas. Vete, no me whatever. Anyway, so the Spanish people that want to come in, start attacking me because you love them, I don't give a fuck. Let me say something else to you guys. Wait. He is a flop and I am gorgeous. He is chopped.
Él es un fracaso y yo soy hermosa. Él es guapo.
Él es... Oh, fuck. Let me take it slow. Él es un fracaso y yo soy hermosa.
Él es un fracaso y yo soy hermosa. Él es guapo.
I just don't think it's in my... Not more words. I just don't know if I could do this. Él es un fracaso... Okay, well, let's just get to the fucking video. Can you do an easier sentence? I'm trying to get my... Okay, wait. Guys.
Él es un fracaso y yo soy hermosa. Él es guapo.
Clock it. Period. a beat, first and foremost. Clock it, in the sense that, no, literally.
Well, in 1999, I shitted onto a rat. Irrelevant, but hey, now you know. You see, Dalas Review is a Spanish-speaking YouTuber who, I must say, has been involved in some insane controversies. Some even hitting the fucking news in Spain, or that he even made some games that are basically scams, or other games that are AI generated. Dalas Review is a person that leaves your wallet empty whilst doxing your fucking new blood family, and also, allegedly, fucking.
Oh, wait. Sorry. Guys, forgot to do something. Talking about lining pockets, my Patreon. Forgot. For 48 hours only, celebrating 4,000 people on my Patreon. Code Bonnie and Dolly for 30% off it. Here's what you can watch immediately. Reacting to Trisha Paytas's Big Broadway Dream. Reacting to Escape the Night Season 3. Reacting to Escape the Night Season 2. Reacting to Escape the Night Season 1. Reacting to Beast Game Season 1. Oh, thank God for reminding me about that.
Kids. I also forgot to mention that, did you know that he tried to steal his ex's fucking dog? And many more controversies that are absolute insane. So let's find
This
out why
motherfucker had the audacity to try expose me.
Dalas Review needs to be stopped.
God, the damn music in this video. I feel like I'm at a DJ rave.
I'm CoffeeZilla. Today we're going to cover Dalas Review's Pump and Dump, and we're going to do it with my first Anal Explorer kit. In all seriousness, Dalas made / sponsored 3 crypto coins. Pambi coin, which he is shown promoting it. And for a closer look, he is even running it.
Sorry, the way he's like the biggest influencer in like fucking Spain is crazy. How the fuck does this man genuinely have... I can't believe he has 11.1 million subscribers. Crazy.
This coin is a very special. Why, you may be asking? Well, because this coin involved one of the greatest figures in gaming history. Fucking Notch. The creator of Minecraft Notch. You've heard that. This guy was having a tweet battle with Notch. And for the whole convo, Notch was basically saying it's a pump and dump. It's a fucking scam. Which, in Notch's favorability and credit, it turned out to be a pump and dump. It was a fucking rigged game, and Notch called it out. And
Sorry, people who engage in pump and dumps need to be arrested.
Away. Fucking absolute cinema with this guy. Now, for his
my mind goes to Haley Welch.
Pambi 2. Talking about originality was, I'm just gonna let you guess that. It was in the same fate as the other. And honestly, about this coin, I decided to look further into it and found that you can still find the original tweet he's made. He's clearly shown that he doesn't give a flying fuck about anyone in his audience. And as go further into the video, you fucking...
I also wonder how the audience continues watching people that they know are just using them genuinely for money. Like... That's like if I was promoting a crypto scam to you every single day of the week. Like, for some people in the audience of creators, that's very normalized to them.
It'd be very simple for you to find out that he doesn't give a flying fuck about anyone except himself. And for his third coin, Bergie, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, just assume that shit was dumped. Now, obviously, the tweet for all the others, except for, like, Pambi 2, those are, like, gone. Again, I don't know why the fuck he would delete these and not the other ones. Now, for the entirety of what I did say for his scammer arc, I did say that there were 3 coins. I was actually fucking lying. You know, whoop-de-doo. There's actually a 4th coin in this, and it's Empire of Chain coin, or like $EOC. In this coin, Dalas released a promo video that, you've guessed it, is AI medieval ear rape. And before I play it, I do like to say that if this was copyrighted, I'm going to fucking fight that shit, because there's no way you are this cocked to copyright a fucking AI song. Now, if you're wondering what this coin in quotation...
Sorry, these fucking rich-ass influencers in their AI as well. It's just like...
It's what you...
Parasocial relationships, and people want to have the same amount of power and money their fave creators have. People are fucking stupid. People are stupid.
You would always guess of like the ultimate dream of a crypto coin. It turned out to be a game, and it's a game that uses blockchain. The users of the blockchain ensures that all transactions within the game are secure, transparent, and immutable. Players have full control of their game assets and resources, and every trade of transactions involved EOC. Empire Chain...
I don't know what that was, you guys.
Introduces a play-to-earn model where players are awarded with EOCs for their participation and achievements in the game. These earnings can be reinvested to strengthen their empire or trade within the game's economy.
Trade?
adds a new dimension to strategy games, blending in traditional gameplay with modern blockchain technology, allowing players to grow both their virtual and economical powers. Within Empire of Chain, players can immerse themselves in an expansion, a competitive world where they can control not only the kingdom but their financial destiny through this, and obviously all powered by the blockchain. Now, you may be asking, what the fuck is this? And thankfully, learning about this, this led me into more scams Dalas has done. So let me introduce you to...
Sorry, the fact that there's multiple is crazy! Fucking hell.
Is a game maker and has some games. One of them is called Secret One, a pirate-themed sandbox game that was released for PC, Android, and iOS in 2025. This game has some pretty insane controversies. For starters, it is priced at $40. Now you may be saying, is it a good game? No, it's some AI slop shovelware.
Oh my fucking god!
Bullshit. And for $40 you might as well buy fucking Cyberpunk 2077.
Wait the fuck up, samurai.
Sorry, the fact that the game is allegedly just AI as well. $40? I hate rich people so goddamn fucking much. I hate rich people so fucking goddamn much. $40 is fucking like, oh, we have normalized.
That game changed my life.
Oh,
I used to fuck my wife's corpse while her
What
husband...
game is this? It's a game that Dalas has created, I think. Like a sandbox game, but apparently it's like just AI, allegedly.
Still
for $40.
Still do that, but I'm aware of it now. Along with the game being a AI slob shovelware and complete bullshit, there was another controversy that is just average. It's pretty much going to happen in every industry. It is bad reviews. Now, Dalas released this on his own account, I think. Maybe it might be another account. But the entire controversy of this was the guy did not like the negative comments, and so he removed them. It's nothing really that big, but it's something to address. Fun game. During the peak of this game, Dalas would reach the top of the level of autism and buy the game. The game started out as a Kickstarter with the name known as QP Jazz. Now, the game's asking price was almost $100K. Dalas bought it for an unknown price. I can only assume maybe a couple $1,000s. So maybe you can also assume that it was close to asking price. I'm only going to say a couple $1,000s because how the game turned out literally did not, it's not groundbreaking. The game would do a full makeover over at its Twitter account and other social medias, and would start posting in Spanish and become more hostile around people pointing out its controversies.
Typical.
Like, for starters, there was one about its Banjo-Kazooie assets. Those were in the game files, and even more about that is that there's other copyrighted materials such as Super Mario coins and golden ingots from Minecraft. Despite the game being PEGI 13 or PEGI 3, the rating would be wrong because the game contained strong language and sexual jokes for a game that was meant for all ages. The Steam Ban Massacre. The game would take an approach to fixing its bugs, and that fix is giving Dalas's fans Steam keys so they could try.
God, his fans are dumb as shit. His fans are stupid as fuck.
The game and the feedback. This led to a bad review bomb on Steam. The people who did it got obviously banned from using their opinion and expressing the feedback of how shit their fucking game is. Finally, the game posted that it was a top seller. That turned out to be a fucking lie. The game was never a top seller because the game peaked at 51 players. And to sprinkle more controversies on this, the composer of this said game made a remark to the company who he was composing it to. And upon looking further into it, the guy expressed that he was never paid until he asked Dalas to pay him. And obviously, that was under pure pressure of people who were giving their opinion about how shit the game was. Another dumb thing that happened was, in order to play this game, you need to ask for Dalas's permission in order to play the game and not get copyright strike. Now, there are some videos out there that are showing you what the game is and etc., but I'm pretty sure those were people who played the game after its controversy, and it's most likely Dalas just does not give a fuck anymore.
All right, so let's get into lost it. Oh my god, wait, maybe this is deeper than I thought.
Of Dalas review harassing women and asking for nudes, using his influence as a YouTuber to target underage girls while publicly disparaging women. One of the most recent cases involved Olivia, an Argentinian girl who was 13 at the time, around January 2016. And due to these allegations, Dalas faced a lawsuit in Spain. A lawsuit that was so severe that the prosecutor's office sought 5 years in prison, an 11-year work ban, and a 9-year restraining order. This lawsuit started to gain grounds. It was so significant.
Sorry, the fact that he's making videos on anyone, the fact he's like making coverage on anyone, like covering like any hot topics or anything like this, Dude, is fucking crazy.
Enough that it became national news in Spain. To clarify a rumor, there was a rumor that happened, or think around this same time, where people accused Dallas of leaving Spain to go to Ireland. That's not entirely true, and I need to clarify on this. Dallas moved to Ireland in spring 2017. He cited high taxes in Spain, but many believe it was to escape his lawsuit, which occurred around that time. This is not entirely true. For starters, he returned to Spain on his abuse charges in 2018. They would have snatched him and trialed him on that.
Oh my God.
Charges. And another very big thing to say about this, which pretty much debunks the whole thing, was Dallas was already living in Ireland for over a year by November 2018. And I must note that Winston Chu, another YouTuber, claimed that Dallas fled to Ireland due to the lawsuit, as I have mentioned. But that doesn't make sense either, because Dallas was already living in Ireland before the trial even happened. There were bigger issues to criticize Dallas on, and to show my fair share of research, I explored the Spanish laws and confirmed that the age consent is 16. Now, we do note that Olivia is
still
13,
too fucking young.
so therefore she would be below the Spain's legal age.
Jesus
and I also need
Christ.
to note that she is still younger than the Argentinian age of consent, which is 18 years old, and any sexual activity with a child under 13 years old is considered statutory rape. And to add a little sprinkle on top, in Ireland, the age of consent is 17.
Oh my God. Sorry, fucking... Oh my God, all these fucking lawsuits, like, it did.
The more I find. For example, I found an article that said Dallas was having relationship contracts with some of his ex-partners, and had been reported by 2 of them, who accused him of alleged gender violence. The newspaper learned that Dallas
What
had been
more?
charged by
Oh
the
my
Madrid
God.
Province prosecutor's office.
How has he not been fucking exposed harder? Relationship contracts is fucking a level of control like no
with
other.
2 crimes: cyber sexual harassment and sexual abuse of minors under the age of 16. Between the 2
Dude.
crimes, according to the documents obtained by Technots, the prosecutor's office is seeking 5 years in prison, 11 years special disqualification of unemployment related towards minors, and a 9-year restraining order against his alleged victims. The article will go further into his indictment, reviewed by, again, Technots. The prosecutor's office states that Dallas and the alleged victim, who is 13, and Dallas was 22,
What? $13 and $22? What the fuck are we doing?
The conversation moved to where Dallas began to tell her that he liked her and understood that there was a sexual tension between them. When she objected, she said that she was a minor, and he told her it was nonsense. And then the document details in any case, Dallas asked the girl to delete all of their conversations they had so that her parents wouldn't find out. Furthermore, the YouTuber proposed having sex with her and asked her to send a new photo of herself in case she refused. Therefore, he would send her a photo of him topless. The article will talk about how Dallas would write his book. The police suspected that Dallas was meeting with his fans at his hotel, where it was precisely then that he met his alleged victim in person. Allegedly, Dallas asked her to sneak away that night and go to the hotel with him. And obviously she refused. And from that moment on, the YouTuber began sending her WhatsApp messages and proposed a meeting on February the 8th, 2016 at a fucking station where they met and went to the Retrio Park. And after a long conversation, he kissed her on the mouth and even touched her in her vaginal area.
Oh my God.
And her breasts all over her clothes, while saying things like, I'd like the first time you do it to be with me, and I would like to fuck you. The indictment states from that date on, Dallas continued to send her messages and making repeated calls to meet up with her again.
Sorry, this is fucking insane. How did he get away with having all of these allegations and accusations? And lawsuits and... We're not dealing with a small creator here. We're talking about like 11 million and like one of the biggest creators in Spain. Alleged child abuse and cyberbullying. Oh my god, what the
Instead of me telling you about the rest of these lawsuits, was the alleged
The rest of the lawsuits.
bullying and the alleged sexual abuse of minors. The lawsuit that Dallas was to, be in prison for, it didn't really work out that way. The courts found him that he wasn't using minors due to they had a physical like contact with the girl was 13. So like there's no sexual contact or anything. They've proven that they did have like a physical contact, which was like meeting person to person for Dallas's books and shit like that hotel, whatever the fuck that place was. And regarding to his cyberbullying one, there was no doubt that cyberbullying was true due to regarding the crime of cyberbullying. There's no doubt that contact took place via technological means such as like mobile phones, and the meeting was proposed when the minor accepted. However, the ruling states, and this is a very big part about this, is that it has not been proven that the meeting was intended to involve sexual acts against the complainant. However, that doesn't prove the harassment when he showed up. Again, this
oh
is what
my
they're trying to say
god,
about
the
this one is that
system.
it's not really proven. There's not enough evidence to say that he did try to have a sexual act, but they're not ruling that out. It's just saying it's not been proven due to, and I mean, obviously, I don't know a lot about fucking law, so I'm.
Dude, the fucking law and the system is just really it's just not set up for victims at all. And it's just so it like truly is so horrifying how much is allowed to slip through the cracks or how much is allowed to be there and be disproven or arguing technicalities.
Probably what I'm speaking probably doesn't make a fuck ton of sense because I don't know shit about law. So just regard it like how it is. But yeah, that's about it for the ruling shit. Now I did mention his dog, and the dog was ultimately returned to Dallas. Dallas won that lawsuit, and his ex was ordered to return the dog. And obviously his ex congested the ruling and shared alleged WhatsApp evidence of Dallas mistreating the animal and escalating their feud. That's about that. Now obviously all of these doesn't make Dallas like 100% innocent and shit like that, because he has shown to harass women several times, which is thankfully the next segment in this. But it gets fucking crazy.
Oh my fucking god. Is there anyone who's in Spain watching this who like has heard of him or whatever? Because like, my god, what is the reputation of him over there?
25. Dallas Review, alongside his fans, talks to another YouTuber named Newman So.
What?
A Chilean YouTuber who made a video talking about a syndrome that pretty much is the Heidi Mighty. In the video, she called him mediocre and a person with a Dunning-Kruger complex. Dallas sent Noom a email insulting her, and along with insulting her, a death threat, telling her if she doesn't delete that, he will take legal action.
Oh my god, he's such a little pussy.
Obviously, she didn't answer. Because of this, Dallas exposed Noom's personal info, like the time she was hospitalized back in 2022 because she tried to commit suicide. I guess that's it. I can't really look at her record. Dallas Review made fun of this because, according to him, she was playing the victim.
What?
Sharing that type of information is, again, against the law, and YouTube is clear about this. Not only that, but Dallas also blamed Noom for participating in someone else's suicide, despite it being the other way around. She was killing herself. Dallas also loves making fun of people's physical appearances, and this is a very big thing when, again, with this drama. Along with the accusations, Dallas would start saying that she was doing child exploitation and was a zoophilia. Of course, these myths have been greatly debunked. However, despite that, Dallas would still not give a flying fuck and start making fun of her and the people, I guess, helping her around this. Again, this part is even more stupid because allegedly, I don't really know if this is true. It'd be funny if it was, but despite him also doing this, he's the same motherfucker who has multiple plastic surgeries, meaning that he's literally projecting himself, and all of these insults are based off self-projection. This part
Clearly
would have been very much longer, but however, the interview that I was hoping would happen with Noom didn't happen. And
typical.
If she is watching this video, I did send you a Twitter message, and I was hoping I would hear more about your problems with Dallas, and let everybody know the horrible shit you went through. Alright, so opinion time. Woo! So basically, if you don't know about Dallas Review, I'm gonna just say like it is. He's like the jock, but fucking retarded.
Oh.
If that, I guess that's every jock, but you know what I mean. So not only
I forgot that whenever you watch people's content like this, that like we're in like the iDubbbz like 20 fucking 10 core
is this like a big thing about this is that his lawsuits aren't really true. They're kind of like, again, unless Whimsichu wins his lawsuit with Dallas, I would gladly retract that. For now, it's still ongoing. I think there's been like a little bit of a settlement going on or something like that. I don't really know anything about Spanish law, so fuck it, or anything like that. But despite all the shit that I've stated, it's kind of hard to say Dallas is a good person, because he's absolutely not a good person. And which is why in the video I say Dallas Review needs to be stopped. Not only has he scammed a fuck ton of people, but even with the scams, there have been an estimate around 80 to 100K. Don't really know if that's true. I can't give you like a good.
How are these people allowed to get away with this?
Like, here's the actual number shit. Due to
let me pull up his Wikipedia again. Dallas Reviews Wiki, because it was literally on this. I think. Hold on. Let me. Controversies. Sorry, if you have a Wikipedia. 31. If you have a goddamn Wikipedia and your fucking controversies section is this large, dude. Sorry, and then you have all of this, which is just problems with people, right? This is all just controversies, and then you go to child grooming allegations. Then you go, complaint of child sexual abuse, personal life. Look how small. Wait, sorry. Literally look at this. This is just references. Okay? Dallas Reviews. This is his Wikipedia, right? Early life, career. Writing career. Stardios. Other work. Controversies. Overall problems, complaints, child grooming allegations, complaint of child sexual abuse, personal life. This is one of the biggest creators of all time. And it's crazy to me how, like, I mean, I don't know if, like, maybe if he was, like, an English-speaking YouTuber, like, people would be talking about these allegations more, or if they are really big in Spain. And I mean, keep in mind, I literally find this because people in Spain were tweeting about my video on him 2 years ago. But I just don't see a world in which a YouTuber would be able to have 11 million subscribers, make like calling people out videos, whatever the fuck he's doing here, right? In English, and people wouldn't be like, shut the fuck up. Right? Crazy. But anyways, I just find it ironic that, 2 years ago, this man came onto my radar because he made a video, accusing me of lying about Colleen, and he was glazing over Colleen, and he was loving Colleen, if you will. And he like doubled down on it. His video blew up. I reacted to it, and in that, I literally found out in real time. Hello everyone, so I have been wanting to cover something for quite some time now, and it kind of was just like whenever I was able to sit down and record this. First of all, are we loving the new additions, Jack and Sally? These are, I was about to say life-size, but I mean, what does that mean whenever they're not real people? They're both 6 foot, bigger than me. Hold on, let me actually show you. Hold on. Both bigger than me. I bought them and was super excited because we needed something for the background of the stream, and I absolutely adore them. Unfortunately, I couldn't get Corpse Bride. That was my dream. I would have absolutely loved to have gotten Emily from Corpse Bride, but nope, didn't have it. Or I would have to import it from America, which would take a long time. Anyways, back to this video. I've been wanting to talk about this because I haven't seen anyone really talk about this, except for my audience who were flooding my DMs about this creator. So this creator has made this video, and it's in Spanish, which is why a lot of my audience necessarily haven't seen it. I brought this up on my Discord a couple nights ago, and a lot of people who did not speak Spanish did not obviously understand what the video was about, which is to be expected. However, in school, I studied Spanish, German, and French. Now, am I good at any of them? No. Can I form sentences? Barely. Can I understand grasps of things? Yes. So I got this video sent to me by a ton of people, and they were sending me, like, talking about it in Spanish as well. So I was, like, struggling to comprehend it. So I was like, let me go and watch the video. So I load up the video, and it's this one right here from this YouTuber called Dalas Review.
Probablemente recordarás a una youtuber llamada Miranda Sings, una chica que se pintaba
los labios
bastante rara y hacía como un personaje de estar un poquito loca. Bien, pues recientemente esta chica...
So I was like, okay, let me go investigate this video myself. And then I was like, shit, I'm going to struggle with this because I'm really not understanding many things. So I sat my ass through 22 minutes of it, and I was picking things out here and there, and I was like, okay, not only am I gauging that this is a critical video, which is fine. Like, you know, not everyone needs to have the take that they're either on my side or, you know, whatever opinion you want to have. However, I was starting to hear keywords, and then I started Google translating keywords. And then I messaged one of my friends who speaks Spanish, and I was like, hey, are you able to check this video out for me? Because, like, there's, like, a lot of, like, words I'm hearing that sound like the English ones, which are, like, very, very, very harsh words to call me. Like, basically, like, mainly making fun of me. And they were like, sure. And they watched the video, and I was like, any update? And they were like, you do not want to know what he was saying. And they were refusing to tell me. So then I put on my social media, and I was like, okay, what is being said? Because it's obviously incredibly, like, not even just ripping me apart, but, like, very, very, very harsh. So then I started getting a bunch of messages from all of you on Instagram, which I appreciate. And I'm going to go through a couple of them, and then I'm going to refer back to the video. So this message from this person says, hey, the video shows you in a really creepy light. He's saying that the overall point is that you're bitter that Colleen fired you, and that's why you're canceling her, and you're doing it solely for views. He also calls and says that you were a pervert. He calls me a pervert, apparently. He says that you were a pervert because you were the one that was continuously asking for the underwear, and he also said that the underwear was used. Don't know where he got that from, they say. And that I asked for the underwear because it was a fetish or something. So then I'm like, oh, okay, the video is making more sense to me now whenever I'm hearing these keywords. It seems mainly like a video making fun of me rather than a video talking about the topic, which meant that, okay, my Spanish isn't that rusty. I'm not really understanding everything, but I'm getting the overall points. And obviously, because this is a video that most of my audience will not be able to understand, they haven't, you know, seen this video, which is why this video, you know, is obviously being responded to well by his audience. However, it's not allowing me on here, but whenever you go on this video on your phone and you start looking, you know, like through Google Translate, or maybe we'll even copy and paste a couple, it was a very, very, very mixed response from even his audience. But anyway, alas, let me go on a little bit further. So again, apparently it was a fetish that I was asking for them. Her, in his words, apparently used underwear, right? So then they say that he showed a clip from the live stream, but edits out the part where she offers them to you. And I go, of course he does. Of course he does. Someone else, first of all, thank you so much to all the people out there who are in my audience who speak Spanish and was very helpful with this. We're going to get to the video in a second. I just want to read through a couple things, right? This is by the way, sorry, I missed the most important part of this. This YouTuber has 11 million subscribers. 11 million subscribers. Anyways. Like, bigger channels than what Colleen has, by the way. So anyway, this other person, Mariana, said, this is going to be a long set of messages, and none of them are my opinion. I just want to give you a heads up that he continuously blames you, minimizes the situation, and continues to call you names, which makes sense to me because I was picking out those kind of things, right? He starts the video trying to compare the situation with another essay allegations of a Spanish-speaking creator. Love it, great start. Then he goes on a big tangent about how TikTok and Shorts are the death of content creation. Okay. He starts saying that Colleen's video was being portrayed in Twitter as her, you know, justifying P-words by singing. He then tries to he makes himself the victim after that. He continues to call you a pervert, which means that this is now a second person that can speak Spanish is telling me that this person with 11 million subscribers has made a video basically just calling me a pervert. And that, yeah, chatter saying that basically he makes Colleen the victim in all this, and I'm a slimy little pervert. And that is... Okay, but anyway, let's not jump ahead. I've been wanting to talk about this for a couple days. He explains that you were doing work for her, and then the queer baiting thing happened. He goes on a tangent saying that queer baiting is the far left being sensitive, and gives an understanding of that. Okay? After that, he calls you sick, and that she never approved the tweets. He says that after she fired you, you then pivoted your channel solely to Colleen hatred, and that your channel has only ever had 2 good moments, your video in 2020 and your video now. First of all, drag. Second of all, that is not true. I've gained, like, my most amount of momentum on YouTube whenever Shane Dawson was being cancelled in 2021. Thank you, Shane. So he says that, and he diminishes it to that I have basically just made a career off the past 3 years of talking about her all the time. And he also deludes apparently queer baiting to the far left being sensitive, which possibly could insinuate why he's going so hard on me in this video, because he's painting a gay man out to be a pervert, which, of course, it makes sense. It makes total sense. Of course. Gay man equal pervert. Of course. White woman, innocent. Of course. White straight woman can do no wrong. Of course. Gay boy equal pervert. Of course, Dallas Reviews. Of course. Of course that is the truth. Anyways. And also, he's taken the Vanity Fair approach of that my entire channel for 3 years apparently has been a Colleen hate channel, which just statistically isn't even correct. Now that your channel is doing good because you are defaming Colleen, he says. He has another tangent saying that he is now defending Colleen, that his downfall is his fault because she's... Wait. Because she's associating herself with left-leaning people, is apparently what this person is saying. By the way, I'm reading someone talking about this to me, and then we're going to get to this. He says that the panty situation was my fault completely because I continued to ask for them because I thought that they were used underwear! What?! He blames the panties situation on you completely because I continue to ask for them. And remember, the other person said that he edits out the live stream of her asking because, obviously, and that I thought I only wanted them because I thought that they were used underwear. And also calls me a pervert. 11 million subscribers this channel has, doing such a fucking nasty video, like not even a nasty like opinion-based video, like factually calling me all these things and rewriting history. No, I will not do it. And you know what, motherfucker? You thought I wasn't gonna see this video. You thought I wasn't gonna see this video because it's in Spanish and that I wasn't gonna understand it. But you know what? Hola! I can fucking understand some Spanish that I knew that there was a problem, that I got my friends to get it who speak Spanish on the board, and also all my audience are doing it. Furthermore, I tagged him in a bunch of posts on my Instagram story speaking Spanish. He reads them. And then now the notification's gone. So I'm so confused. I don't know what has happened here, right? I tagged him on my Instagram story and it said seen. But when I go on it now, it doesn't say seen. So I don't know what has happened there. But on the night that I posted these, it said seen. Now it doesn't say seen. And this was all, and he hasn't blocked me, or well, I don't think he has. But it doesn't say seen or anything anymore, so I don't know what's going on. Dallas Review. No, he hasn't blocked me. And okay, so it doesn't say seen anymore now, which is interesting to me. I don't know what's going on there. But I was basically tagging him in all these posts, like, for example, things like this, where I was speaking in Spanish to him, explaining how his video was such a dog piece, like, nasty, nasty video. Like, all these different things, right? Whatever. So I don't know what went on there, right? But not even that he has a difference in opinion on the situation. He is full on painting the image from what I'm hearing in DMs, right? Of, like, gay man equals predator. About me. Because he's managed to diminish all this to, like, the far left, right? The far left. The far left. And then is diminishing, like, taking stories out of context, adding things to them, saying that, like, edits the live stream, right? So doesn't get to her asking for it. And then goes on to say that the only reason I wanted her underwear is because I thought that they were used underwear? That is so fucking, I'm gonna say a silly word here. That is so bogus. Where did that, I've never said that word before. Where has that came from? Where has that came from? And by the way, this isn't just a channel with like 100K or something like this. This is literally a channel that has more subscribers than what Colleen Ballinger does. This channel has 11 million subscribers. Now, the video only has 300K, so your audience aren't really interacting with your videos, bonk. But, you know what I mean? But anyway, alas, let me go on. And he is taking advantage of those that don't speak English and won't be able to watch my videos or watch videos on this. That's what he's taking advantage. And I'm like, what are you getting out of this? Then a bunch of people, sorry, I have so many more to get to. Then people start reaching out to me and being like, oh, he's always on the side of the opposite so that he can get attention. And I'm like, all right, there we go. So, he says that I had a fetish and I'm a perv, which is what my relationship with Colleen was, right? Then he goes into saying, this man have had inappropriate relationships with minors and no one cares, but they care about her situation. He mentions the police report, but he thinks that you made one against Colleen. Now, here's what I'm confused at. This person says, he goes into this man have had inappropriate relationships with minors and no one cares, but they care about her situation. I don't know if he's accusing me of having inappropriate relationships with minors or if he's talking about, like, other men who have inappropriate relationships with minors, because that has never been something that I've done. So I assume that they're talking about, like, men have this, so why are we focusing on women? Which is, even that is such an interesting, like, so what, women can do no wrong? So I don't necessarily know what that means. Now he's going into the chat groups and only talking of them after the divorce and mentions that the chats were a mix of minors and adults. Yeah, the adults were Colleen and her sister-in-law, Jessica, so you're rewriting history. He makes fun of the tampon video because he thinks that it's dumb and funny, but not weird. You know the video where Colleen puts a tampon in her mouth and asks all of us to put one in our mouths too and send it to her? He says that was actually dumb and funny, or dumb, or whatever he says, not anything bad. He thinks that it's just a joke. He says that the pics Adam is, in his understanding, the worst message she sent, where she wants a picture of my ass. Oh my goodness, he agrees with something. That there is no proof, however, of my age at that time, and that no 12-year-old would ever say, my butt looks great, in a group chat with his friends. So, the one thing he agrees on that's weird is her asking me for ass pics, but then goes, I don't believe that he was actually, you know, it was not 12, by the way, stupid, 14, that a 14-year-old would talk like this. That's the full thing we're all freaking out about, dumbass. Anyway. That no one would groom kids in chats that have multiple people in it, and he says that everything was just jokes. He tries and fails to explain parasocial relationships, and he goes into a lot of messages of the fan group and says basically that, in fact, she is the weird aunt. And then says that I'm the weird brother-in-law that is making jokes at a family gathering or something. I don't know if this person was translating this wrong or whatever. He finished the video by saying that she's suffering and she's the one who's going through it all right now, commenting on her looks, mentioning that she looks like a junkie. And then finishes the video going back to other creators' essay allegations. Someone else messaged me, I can confirm he calls you a pervert multiple times in this video. He starts off the video by basing it saying that you're in the USA, which is not true. Bonk. He also continues to victim blame all of you, and he says that you're just canceling her over jokes. He brings up the fact how people are saying that the ukulele video is bad, and he disagrees, or apparently he disagrees. He also said that the point of his view is that she never had any inappropriate relationships with people. The whole point of the video is to juxtapose what's happening with Colleen Ballinger with another huge influencer here in Spain. Basically, an Argentinian content creator was exposed for having sex with a girl who was very drunk and taking a picture of her topless and sharing it. Most of the other influencers have sided with him or have not spoken up about it. And because of this, Dalas is always talking about it. And in my opinion, in this video, he's trying to make Colleen's situation look not as bad so that the Argentinian influencer situation looks more shocking. To be honest, I'm not very knowledgeable on this topic, and I obviously think it's a horrible idea what he did, but Dalas is continuing to try bring light to another topic, but in the process is bringing you down. I'm so sorry that he's doing this and trying to make you feel discredited. And then someone else has basically said the exact same thing. And then also, he's saying that I just want my 2 minutes of fame because my screenshots don't show anything relevant. Talks about Oliver's situation, saying that people are making it seem like it was Colleen. No, we're not. We're also focusing on the fact that Trent Ballinger is involved in this. He refers to Trent as another person in Colleen's team, like her work team. He says that she looks bad health-wise and is probably using many drugs to cope with this. He asks himself if she should be getting this much hate just because she made jokes. And once again, he compares this to the YouTubers who have basically R-worded people. So, now that, first of all, thank you all so much for the help. I really appreciate that. Here's where I'm at, right? On this video, my video with Jake Doolittle is able to post. Yay! I'm going to post that video. You're probably going to get a notification right now. Just ignore it. Now I want to, look at the video. Obviously, I don't really understand most of it, but I think what we can do is, unfortunately, or wait, hold on. I think I can do this possibly in English. All right, well, I don't know how good this is going to be in terms of translations, but it will give us an idea, right? So let's get into this motherfucker's video.
Si estabas en YouTube a principios de los 2010, probablemente recordarás a una youtuber llamada Miranda Sings, una chica que se pintaba los labios de forma bastante rara y hacía como un personaje de estar un poquito loca. Bien, pues recientemente esta chica ha sido totalmente...
How are you 11 million subscribers and you're using a green screen that makes your head look like a fucking Lego character? Guys, the loose translation is on the screen right now from closed captions. It'll probably not be accurate at all, but it'll give us a baseline.
Cancelada a unos niveles desproporcionados porque la están acusando de ser una pedo. En el vídeo de hoy vais a flipar con...
Okay, well, we obviously heard him go pedo, but it autocorrects to fart.
Lo loca que está la sociedad en Estados Unidos.
How crazy she's associated.
Por auténticas chorradas. Y hoy las voy a desmontar.
Okay, obviously this is not going to be the best translation, but I'm literally just going to let it play to just basically pick up on points, right? Because we're going to see what he edited. We already know what the video covers, but I'm just interested to go through this with you.
Todas aquí. Y es realmente curioso, en contraposición, compararla con la sociedad hispana. Que hay tanta gente enferma dentro de la sociedad hispana que es capaz de...
Okay, so here is him comparing it to people who've R-worded people, apparently.
Explícitas del abuso que hicieron contra otras personas. Estoy hablando del caso de Coscu, que
literalmente
una puñetera foto tal cual explícita de él cometiendo sus delitos.
Okay, so that is true. This part is true.
Explica cómo él mantuvo relaciones con una chica que no recordaba absolutamente nada y quedó inconsciente y además hizo una foto inconsciente.
I'm so sorry, but what did there is no correlation between these two subjects. There is no correlation between these two subjects whatsoever. He is comparing me speaking up against Colleen Ballinger to someone getting someone really drunk, sleeping with them when they have no knowledge of it, and taking pictures of it, but calls me the pervert?
Abusó de una chica inconsciente.
Also, why are you including that video in your
No
picture in your
puede dar
video?
consentimiento. Pues hay un montón de canales de YouTube, gentuzan generan en redes sociales y fans locos de la comunidad hispana defendiendo a este abusador de Coscu. O el caso de Town, donde literalmente hay pruebas infalsificables de que las cosas que hizo fueron tal cual. Mantuvo relaciones teniendo él casi 30 con una chica de 13 años en unos cines. Tenemos vídeos de él haciendo...
Okay, so we're talking about this creator right now, which is such an awful topic, but I don't understand what this has to do with it. Whenever you're gonna can call me a pervert, what are you relating me to someone who has R-worded someone?
Recuerda que ya no te puedes suscribir al canal, no importa cuánto lo intentes.
No, we're not subscribing.
Totalmente cerradas, porque son los veteranos del canal, la gente que lleva años aquí suscrita, aguantando toda clase de funas aquí conmigo, puede permanecer suscrito. Todos los demás habéis llegado muy tarde para formar parte de este selecto club de los veteranos del canal. Tendréis que revisar manualmente los canales de la review.
I can't get over the green screen.
Filtros y What the Game. Ahora sí, comencemos con el vídeo. Bien, primero de todo, ¿quién es Miranda Sings? Miranda Sings, un personaje interpretado por una chica llamada Colleen Ballinger, era una de las youtubers más grandes de la plataforma, con vídeos de hasta 56 millones de visitas.
By the way, showing videos of her, like, with minors spreading their legs and stuff.
38 millones de visitas y otros tantos con 30 millones. Sin embargo, como sucede siempre en estos casos, la fama es bastante temporal y pasajera, y lo que antes eras el número uno, de repente ya no lo eres. Y recientemente ha estado con bastantes problemas a la hora de conseguir visitas, incluso con vídeos que ni siquiera llegan a las 100.
Okay, obviously this translation is not the greatest, but we're picking up pieces here and there. So, by the way, take everything that's on screen right now with a pinch of salt. The translation is just auto-generated. He has not put in English subtitles whatsoever. So we have already read what the videos are about. We're just kind of going through it right now. Keep that in mind.
Visitas de hace un mes. Las razones para las caídas tan grandes de estos youtubers que anteriormente tenían millones de visitas y ahora no les ven ni el tato, tiene muchas explicaciones, pero la principal en casi todos los casos es TikTok. TikTok se ha hecho la aplicación número uno para consumir vídeos.
What the fuck does TikTok have to do with me speaking out against Colleen?
Suelen durar unos 15 segundos aproximadamente. Esto provoca que gran parte de la audiencia
I love
tenga una
monkey
capacidad
memes.
de retención de la
He's won me over
información
again.
no superior a 15 segundos. Cualquier cosa de más de 15 segundos desconectan. El contenido de TikTok es pura basura o contenido...
Why are we talking about
Te
TikTok?
puedes encontrar o bien a los TikTokers originales que se dedican a hacer bailes cringe y a hacer nada productivo con su vida, o te encuentras gente que roba programas de televisión y los sube a TikTok y eso la gente sí que lo ve. Ningún creador normal y con dos deditos de frente está en TikTok porque básicamente TikTok se lleva toda la monetización.
Okay, let's get into it, shall we?
En cuestión de los últimos 3 años. Ahora bien, ¿qué sucede con el drama de Miranda Sings? Exactamente.
The drama of Miranda Sings.
Es probable que hayáis visto este vídeo en el
Probably have seen this video. She dedicates herself to singing a ukulele on the whole issue of the cancellation. Basically, people were dedicated to saying that they are already justifying the fart in a song. Fart joke. By the way, whenever they say fart, I think they're implying PEDO.
Justificando la pedo con una canción de ukelele, cuando eso está totalmente fuera de la realidad, pero por completo no tiene nada que ver el vídeo con la gente lo que está contando los supuestos resúmenes en Twitter. Esto lo hacen constantemente con mis vídeos, por cierto, y mucha gente...
We can only assume what he's saying there whenever he's talking about people talking and he goes... I think he's saying, these people are amazing!
Por los disque resúmenes que hace la gente.
Look, he's going, I love Adam. That's what he's saying.
Que absolutamente nada tiene que ver con mi vídeo. Pero bueno, eso es como es la gente. Básicamente, como tiene una capacidad de retención de 15 segundos, no más, pues son incapaces de verse un vídeo completo.
Okay, 15 seconds. I know that that is something to do with 15 seconds of fame.
En este vídeo que nos voy a poner, porque básicamente Miranda, bueno, Colleen Ballinger, perdón, que es como se llama, se dedica a cantar que en esencia ella reconoce haber tenido actitudes inapropiadas desde mi punto de vista.
The editing of this video is awful.
Lo veremos. Y básicamente dice que la gente está mintiendo y que ella no es ninguna pedo y que ella no se dedicaba a hacer grooming a nadie.
Okay, so again, whenever fart comes up, I think it's PEDO, I think.
Grooming es a sus gatos, porque grooming
Grooming? I understand that.
significa, aparte de ser un pedo, significa que puedes cortarle el pelo a tus animales. Los comentarios están limitados.
I wonder what he was talking about there whenever the picture of a fucking Persian cat comes on screen. So he's saying her comments are limited and nothing can be published anymore, and you can only leave positive or neutral comments. The level of hate this girl has in her right now is impressive, he says. PewDiePie covered it? I did not know that.
vídeos diciendo que está destruida,
constant
vídeos llamando a
videos
la
where
mujer
she's
más
being
creepy de
destroyed,
YouTube,
calling the
hoy
most creepy woman in the
alguien es la
YouTube.
más asquerosa mujer de
Disgusting
YouTube, en
woman
fin,
is what she's being
auténticas
called. In reality,
barbaridades. Y la pregunta es, ¿qué carajo pasó exactamente? Todas estas
the question we have to ask is, what the hell actually happened? Not watch any of those videos, instead be like, what actually happened? But I'm sure Dallas Reviews is going to tell us.
historia comienza y empieza con un tío que se llama
Begins
Adam.
with a guy named
pervertido
Adam.
de aquí que
What? His introduction to me is, let's meet a guy called Adam. This pervert right here? What? What? I didn't think he was just gonna be so ballsy like that. It's almost laughable. Calling me a pervert right off the bat? Whoa, mama, no even time to like let the audience get to know who I am. Wait, by the way, are comments off in this video? Why is there no comments past 3 days ago? Or does it just have that little engagement? Can you not comment anymore? Because that would be incredibly ironic. A channel with 11 million subscribers and only has 800 comments? I struggle to believe this. Or does it literally just get that little engagement? Can someone try comment? Are they turned off, or is no one interacting with this video? I'll send the link of the video. Let me know. And we'll see if they pop up. Okay, I've sent it. Okay, people have said they've commented. Let's see. Of course. Of course. Of course. Of course. Of course. His comments are turned off. You cannot comment on this video and it go through. He has to approve the comments the same way he gave Colleen criticism for in this video about her limiting the comments. He has done the same thing. Boo. If you're gonna immediately open a video talking about me with this, here's Adam, this pervert right here, have the fucking balls to keep your comments on. You have 11 million subscribers and you don't even have the balls to keep your comments on? You know what? At least I can dislike the video. Oh my god. This pervert right here is not gonna, I'm not gonna talk about it. Because he's a pervert! Twice in one sentence.
Adolescente fue contratado por Colin Ballinger, Miranda Sings, para llevar sus redes sociales, específicamente Twitter. Resulta que algunos de los tweets que él se dedicaba a publicar en nombre de ella, sin que nadie supiera que en realidad no era ella, sino que era este otro tío, según los americanos super ofendiditos, Colin Ballinger aquí lo que estaba haciendo era una cosa llamada queerbaiting, que para los que no estéis puestos en esta basura ultra progre sin ningún tipo de pies ni cabeza, básicamente es un término que usan para referirse a la gente que de alguna manera
It's a term they used to refer, so I guess that's what the person was saying. God. He's like... I don't want to be mean. Never mind. He's like an... I'm not going to say that. Anyway, so they refer to, I guess, is... No, if you comment, you'll see your comment, but no one else will see it. You'll see your comment, but no one else will see it. It has to be approved. So even if you refresh, it'll still be there for you, but we won't see it. Just for context. So they, I guess he's referring to the left there.
Finge pertenecer al colectivo LGBT, pero que en realidad no son parte del colectivo, sino que simplemente quieren como la atención por supuestamente pertenecer al colectivo LGBT, pero que en realidad no lo son. Algo parecido a lo que ocurre con los fandoms de yo era fan de este grupo antes de que tú lo conocieras, pero versión LGBT. Yo era gay antes de que tú lo fueras. En fin, en mi opinión, la gente que se dedica a usar este término es básicamente porque ellos mismos se sienten identificados, se están proyectando. Como ellos se dedican a constantemente llamar la atención y su personalidad íntegra se basa única y exclusivamente en ser parte del colectivo LGBT en vez de tener otras cosas que...
His entire personality is based on being in the LGBTQ plus community. I don't know if that's saying their entire personality or my entire personality.
definan mejor.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Dallas Reviews. You're given F word. You're given gay boy. You're given likes it up the ass, likes it in the mouth. I'm gonna be honest. You have a gay face. You look like a gay version of David Dobrik. I'm gonna be honest. You look like you like cock, which is why I think that you are coming so heavily on me.
Por tu personalidad en lugar de simplemente pertenecer.
Please, this is a gay face. He can call me a pervert. Please. Please. This is a dick-sucking face. Please. If he can call me a pervert, I can call a spade a spade. He looks like a gay boy.
Al colectivo LGBT, que es simplemente la clase de personas que te gusta para mantener relaciones con ellas, pues como ellos se sienten identificados diciendo, oh, otra persona está obteniendo atención por ser parte del colectivo LGBT y no soy yo, uy, está haciendo queerbaiting. De verdad, ¿qué más da que alguien haga una broma diciendo,
I'm gonna be honest, he acts more gay than me.
ay, voy a anunciar
Right?
que soy bi, voy a anunciaros que soy gay. ¿Qué más da? Si algo me parece que...
Oh my god, look! I'm announcing that I'm gay. Ah! Congratulations, Dallas Reviews! Congratulations! Can we get some congratulations for Dallas Reviews in the chat, everyone? Look, announced that I'm gay. Ah! Woohoo! Congratulations, Dallas Reviews! I knew it! I knew it! Ah, congratulations! Ah, congratulations! Be who you are. Woohoo! I knew it. Denial is a river in Egypt. Dallas Reviews is gay.
En todo caso, normaliza
Congratulations.
Incluso si lo hace gente hetero que no es parte del colectivo LGBT.
He's beautiful in his way, cause God makes no mistakes. Dallas Reviews is on the right track, baby. He was born this way. Ooh, that ain't no other way. Dallas, you were born this way. Baby, you were born this way. I'm so glad that he's confident. Yes, love who you want to love, Dallas Reviews.
¿Qué más da que alguien haga bromas sobre eso? ¿Por qué tienen que inventarse términos estúpidos como queerbaiting para meterse con la gente que simplemente están haciendo bromas con que, ay, voy a salir del armario? ¿Qué más da? En fin, la cuestión es que al parecer...
Wait, he's saying there, he's like, people queerbaiting, they're taking, and it's just jokes. Wait, so are you on my side? Did you find my Megan Trainor tweet funny? Did you find it funny? Dallas Reviews, did you find my tweet funny? Let me know. Because you've kind of said that you find me funny there. Thank you. Don't make me blush.
Cancelaron mucho en ese momento a Miranda Sings, Colin Ballinger, cuando ocurrió justamente estos dos tweets que veis aquí, que en realidad no los escribió ella, sino que los escribió este enfermo de aquí. Ahora veréis por qué me...
But this sick person wrote it.
Como un enfermo. Cuando ocurrió
Now you will see why I refer to him as a sick person. And now you'll see why I refer to you as a...
cancelación, pues básicamente ella lo que hizo fue despedirle, porque había publicado tweets que no estaban del todo aprobados y pues básicamente se había ganado.
Hey! He was tweeting tweets that weren't approved. That's not true. She approved them.
Una buena cantidad de hateito por culpa de este tipo. Pues a partir de que lo despidió,
kinda calm.
literalmente, eso fue lo que pasó. Desde que le despidió...
He wants me so bad. Chat, doesn't he want me so bad? Fuck, he's like drooling over me. It's crazy. He wants me so bad. He's like fucking drooling over me. Fuck. Shit, he wants me so bad. Yeah.
En el año 2020, el tipo se creó un canal casi íntegramente y únicamente
Oh, I wasn't even reading it.
dedicado a tirarle basura a Colin Ballinger.
So I have an entire social media channel dedicated to throwing garbage at Colleen Ballinger. The channel has had two good moments at the beginning. Oh my god, wait! He shows a good moment and refers to the Shane Dawson cancellation! Bonk, 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 bonk! You're Hey! Wait! We got you on camera! That's not Colleen! That was Shane Dawson being cancelled! Bonk! Bonk! That was Shane Dawson being cancelled, Diffus, not Colleen. Oh my god, wait. These people who want to attack me never do they like end up complimenting me. Thank you for acknowledging that my channel was kicking off during the Shane Dawson cancellation. That had nothing to do with Colleen. But thank you so much for acknowledging that I had a boom twice.
con Colin Ballinger cuando dejó hablar de ella.
Yeah, and then here was when I was uploading. But by the way, these peaks from there to there are James Charles, Shane Dawson, Taddy Westbrook, Trisha Paytas, thing. None Colleen. So you're trying to make this point of look at the boom on his channel. And to me, I'm like, thank you. Because that was me putting in fucking hard work with drama and commentary things. You have just proved that my channel actually isn't about Colleen because you have proved the big growth of my channel, which was the summers of huge drama. And then here was whenever I started joining other social media platforms and posted less on YouTube. Fuck!
Ya no tuvo visitas y recientemente...
And then here, of course, which by the way, if you look at this, is literally equal to what is happening back here with the Shane Dawson videos. Yeah. How many videos have I posted within the past, 2 weeks? Yeah. So, I mean, I don't expect the people that watch his videos to, do this research or whatever. But, I mean, what he's saying is, factually not true. I mean, he's showing a graph, but, not reading it correctly.
Este último mes, quiero que veáis esto. El tipo está literalmente perdiendo suscriptores durante
But
un buen tiempo,
he's proving here saying that he gained stuff from this Colleen thing. So wouldn't you look in? So wait, hold on. Wouldn't you look into that and realize that people are listening and people are watching? Maybe there's some substance to this story that so many people care about it, or does that make too much sense? Does that make too much sense? It's not defaming or slandering her, buddy. It's not defaming or slandering her.
Defienda a Colin Ballinger dentro de este vídeo no significa que ella probablemente sea una persona con un montón de cosas súper criticables. De hecho, el hecho de que se junte con gente zurdo progre, para mí se lo venía...
He goes, this is not me saying that Colleen Ballinger doesn't deserve criticism because she hangs out with the left. So it's saying that she hangs out with the left. So that's something to give her criticism for. He goes, no, there is still things to criticize her for. She hangs out with the left. That's why he's calling me a pervert. That's why he's doing that. And that's why he secretly loves cock.
Buscando de lejos. Si te juntas con enfermos progres, al final te va a terminar pasando pues lo de siempre, que terminan todos devorándose entre ellos, porque así son. Entonces ella puede haber
the left end up devouring each other, he says. And I'm sure you want to devour some members of the left too.
Parece una total y completa absurda.
Gay boy.
Quiero que escuchéis lo que este pedazo de ridículo dijo cuando le despidió.
This woman used me. This woman...
Oh, I look so camp there.
Para los que no sepáis, acaba de decir this woman groomed me. O sea que básicamente Colin Ballinger fue una pedo con él. Y toda esta acusación, ¿por qué es? Resulta que el tipo acusaba a Colin Ballinger de que ella le había mandado ropa interior usada. Y que claro, qué pervertida que es ella que le mandó ropa interior usada a él. Lo que no cuenta este pedazo de payaso es que fue él quien le pidió a ella.
Okay, so he says people are refusing to acknowledge that he begged her for her used underwear. Number one, I don't even have to play the live stream anymore where she's like, do you want the brand panties, Adam? Number two, used underwear? I understand that the people that obviously engage with his content where he needs to have an edit every 2 minutes are probably incredibly brain dead and they need some form of heightened entertainment, but Jesus, you're just retelling the story.
Ya, que le mandase esa ropa. Muchas chicas no están muy puestas dentro de esto porque es un fetiche extremadamente masculino, pero hay
It's a masculine fetish to have women's used underwear, and that's why I was begging her for her used underwear.
Muchos hombres a los que les gusta.
Yeah, Colleen did say that it wasn't used. It was literally just bought new lingerie.
La ropa interior usada femenina. El tipo se inventó una excusa totalmente ridícula diciendo, ay, es que me encanta cómo la modeló no sé quién, no sé cuántos. Pero todos sabemos por qué la pediste.
The Among Us sign.
Pedazo de pervertido. Encima según...
What you forgot to add was that you asked for them, you pervert. So he's talking about me again.
Directo de Colin Ballinger hablando del tema, simplemente riéndose del asunto, mostrando su ropa vieja y claramente no teniendo ni la más remota idea de por qué este pedazo de pervertido.
Okay, wait. So this is the original clip where it includes the part that she edited out of the live stream.
Le estaba pidiendo en realidad esa ropa, porque mientras ella estaba haciendo directo, el otro se dedicaba a hablarle por privado para pedirle esa ropa vieja con la que iban a tirar.
Okay, maybe he'll want to, although then his parents will be like, you're not allowed to watch who was sitting.
Wait, why is he including this in
Y encima ella luego es la
her
mala.
defense?
O sea, él le pide esa ropa interior.
Wait, he's including this in her defense?
Y luego
Wait, but by the way, he edited out the part before that where she's like, do you want the brown panties, Adam? Edited that
la
out.
que es una pedo es ella. XD. Esta fue una en 2020.
Wait, he literally just edited that all out.
Pero ocurrieron distintas polémicas por en medio que sumaron cada vez más a que la gente odiase más y más a Colin Ballinger. Y ya sabéis, esta es la historia de siempre. No es
More and more people hating Colleen Ballinger. Maybe for a reason, babe.
el que se haga, es quién haga qué. Como ya os dije anteriormente, tenemos el caso de Coscu, que es claramente un abusador.
He's referring it to the guy who slept with the girl that he got drunk. Again.
Tenemos el caso de Town, que por cierto, mucha gente se dedica a decir, oh, Town te va a denunciar. Town nunca me ha denunciado.
Wait. Lay comparison. So we're making a comparison again. Oh, I see myself on the stream.
Supiera, pero estoy seguro que si lo hubiera sabido, tampoco habría dicho absolutamente nada al respecto. Cuestión, que este pedazo de enfermo, básicamente,
This sick person,
pasa su canal
go to his channel. It's fully about Colleen Ballinger. And yet he shows videos that are
Los vídeos,
vlogs.
aunque no ponga su nombre explícito,
Okay.
son en referencia a ella, la pone en la miniatura muchas veces, habla de que
He puts her in the thumbnail many times and shows 4 thumbnails in which she isn't in. He puts her in the thumbnail many times. Does he know that Cody Tyler is not Colleen? That Johnny is not Colleen? That I know I'm wearing eyeliner in this, but that is not a woman. And, well, that's just me.
se ha hecho una denuncia en la policía de que es que vais a ver que es estúpido y literalmente un montón de vídeos.
And he's like, here as well. This is Olivia. This is not Colleen. Dallas reviews. This is not Colleen. And I know this one may be confusing to you, but this is actually my sim, Lisa Vanderpump from my Sims series. That is not Colleen Ballinger. I know you may be mistaken there. That is not. This is also not Colleen. This is not Colleen. That's Trisha Paytas. This is me at Disneyland. This is me in Daft Noodles. Here's me at Pump by myself. Here's another one of my Sims. Here's Ethan Klein. Here's me on my own. You are zooming in, trying to show that it's all Colleen, but you're proving your argument wrong because they're all around. Stupid. Look at him! Look! He's going to point at another one, but then there isn't another one. He goes, this one, and this one, and this one. Look! He goes to point at another one, but there isn't. Look. He goes, this one, and then look at him. I did dinner in LA. Colleen's from LA. Yeah. This guy is your typical, very Katsu, uses whatever little thing. This guy uses whatever little thing is going on in his life to make it the biggest thing, right? However, he just showed a bunch of videos where I was traveling the world. Vlogging at Disneyland, vlogging at Venice Beach, vlogs with my friends.
¿Te despides? Muy bien, pues te destruyo la carrera. Y lo chulo es que lo ha conseguido. Todo de nuevo por pasar de línea plana a de repente...
But I don't understand how, like, he's not using this as an example on, like, why he should be listening to the Colleen thing. People suddenly finding interest in channel, subscribing is different than just watching, means tons of new support, which means, maybe the claims here he is making actually have some substance, that people are engaging so well.
Para arriba todo. En fin, ¿pero qué fue lo que pasó exactamente? Ahora...
Also, please, I do not want to hear about someone complaining about my views for a channel that has, 11 million subscribers, and you are pulling in your videos on average 200,000 views. 200,000 views to around 500,000 views. When you have 11 million. I don't want to hear about that bullshit. What's your excuse? You have no peak on your channel. Like, And the fact that he's diminishing it to being peaks on channels goes to show that he was never going to take this seriously. He was never going to take this seriously. And if you're referring to me speaking out against her as having peaks on my channels and stuff, then why didn't I have a peak on my channel in 2020 when I talked about it? I didn't. I was talking about it because I want to dump the situation. And this time, someone who did want to do this for peaks and whatever is Cody Tyler. Focus on them. Focus on them. Not me. Not me. I lost everything in the 2021. If you look at my videos I posted after the 2021 for like a couple weeks, you're going to make him so happy. He wants your attention so bad. I'm willing to give him to him. If I can, help him in his discovery of realizing that he's a little gay boy, then perfect. No. But if you look at my videos after the 2021 for weeks on end, dislike ratio is crazy. Literally dislike ratio is crazy. The comments on them are crazy. And I'm actually going to prove this point right now. I gained nothing from that 2020 video because I wasn't looking for nothing. Let me prove this point. Because this is really frustrating. This is really, really, really frustrating. I was not looking for something after the 2021. I'm not looking for it now. And yeah, you all telling me to shut up makes me not want to shut up even more, and I'm not going to. But hold on, let me prove to you how statistically wrong you are by saying that these things have been a career peak for me. Because they have not at all. Hold on, let me go here. My channel, videos, oldest. All right, let me just scroll for a second here. Anyway, how are we all doing? Hold on. I want to see this tweet. La, 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 la. He's beautiful in his way, 'cause Alright, anyway, let me just scroll to this so I can prove my point here. And I am going to prove my point to show how... And this will be... I'll reference back to this in future if people ever use this point against me again. That was crazy. I don't need anyone to translate the video for me. I've already kind of gotten all I need from it. I'm going to go back to it, but I just want to prove this point first. He's beautiful in his way, 'cause God makes no mistakes. I'm on the right track. Alright, so if I was gaining from the Colleen situation, which again is literally statistically wrong, let's look at my videos from around the time, because ain't nobody was listening to me. Hey, where'd you go? There you are. Alright, pulling an all-nighter vlog. 1,000 dislikes, 300 likes. It's so disappointing how someone else would use and twist the truth just because they want attention. It's never okay to twist the truth, Adam. Wait, hold on. Let me just move this over a little bit. Or wait, I'll do this. It's funny to me how this video of his now has more dislikes. Blame your parents. I love how you turned off the comments after she posted her video. You're definitely not suspicious at all. You twisted the truth. You need to delete that video. Imagine being 17 and slandering someone by manipulating screenshots. Can you believe that someone would twist the truth like that? It's time for Adam to tell the truth. It's never okay to twist the truth. Jesus, you all loved that terminology, didn't you? You should go watch Adam or Colleen's video and hear both sides of the story. It's sad that I felt really bad for you, only to figure out you lied. Adam, please stay strong and we'll miss you. Someone replies, who's we? LMAO, go watch Colleen's video. Okay, so there's that one.
Hello.
Another vlog. 200. So now we're going like weeks and stuff before. Now you're getting your attention. Your efforts paid off. Congratulations. Never lie about the truth. It's funny how you're now ignoring that the truth is out there.
Hello.
200 dislikes. Never lie about the truth. And then when I come back to YouTube a month or so later with this video, literally ages after this video, the original video, still there were some fuckers waiting around to ratio it with dislikes. Did not gain anything from that video because I wasn't looking to gain anything from that video. Sorry, this is just really funny. I need to look at this again. I wasn't looking to gain anything off of that video. So don't fucking play that.
Ahora os doy el resumen. Resulta que por 2017 y 2018 Colleen Ballinger se divorció de su exmarido. Tras divorciarse, ella buscó el apoyo dentro de un grupo de unos
She
20
sought
fans
support from a fan group after she went through her divorce.
que estaba en un grupo llamado Los Winnies de Bus.
Los
La verdad es que en
Winnies.
este grupo había tanto mayores de edad como
Oh, but don't worry, the group chat was mostly adults. Which is not true at all.
menores de edad. Y en
Which is
ningún
not
caso se
true.
especifica quién es mayor y quién es menor realmente. Pero había menores de edad dentro de este grupo. Ella de vez en cuando se pasaba para comentar bien
Time to time, she would stop by to comment.
chorradas, bien sea hacerse la víctima de que ay todo el mundo me odia o incluso para hacer algunas bromas del tipo X a algunos de sus fans. Este enfermo que tiene un montón de vídeos
Me interviewing the Weenies
hablando con
members.
diferentes chicas que estuvieron en este grupo se dedica a mostrar cosas
He's dedicated to showing things like, look how bad it is, look how...
había mandado vídeos de este estilo a los grupos. Fijaos el nivel de payasada de esto. Weird.
Okay, wait, he shows me interviewing the Weenies members and is like, look... Wait, yeah, I can't... And he's like, look at them all, they're laughing about what they went through. We're laughing about what we went through because we're talking for the first time in 3 years about how deranged this woman is. I don't know how that is your defense at all, and I'm skipping past that. Go fuck yourself.
De uno mismo a sus colegas.
Un antiguo proverbio chino dice, la vida es como un péndulo. Puede que tengas un pelo, pero no siempre es
Is this a sponsorship?
duro.
Pero claro, la diferencia es que tú no eres famoso y a ti no te van a agarrar ese vídeo y lo van a filtrar después para decir ¡ay, mira! ¡Esta persona es un pedo! ¿Cuántos vídeos habrás grabado y mandado tú a tus colegas a lo largo de tu vida? Ah, pero claro, como tú no eres famoso, no tienes a un pedazo de enfermo, un locho como este, intentando...
I'm a
hundirte la
sick
carrera
piece of shit.
con un vídeo estúpido. Este es uno de los chats que la gente más
This
recibe
is one of
por
the
todos lados
chats
y que supuestamente sería el más grave de todos.
where she
donde
asked
una
for
persona
ass
que
pics.
está tachada de verde pone mi pompis se ve tan bien hoy, chicos. Y entonces Colleen Ballinger supuestamente dice fotos, verde. Ya está. Esto es lo peor que hay en toda la maldita.
He says this is the worst thing in the conversation that I have seen her say. The worst thing. This has caused a lot of hate to her. She's lost a lot of subscribers due to this bloody message. Okay, so she's lost all of her followers because of that one message, y'all. But we're missing something really important, he says. The only proof of this person in green is 12 years old is solely exclusively on the title. First of all, it's commonly known that I was 14 and that it happened to me when I was 14. The year it was posted makes sense with whenever I was 14. He hasn't even gotten, like, that correct. And he's like, look, it's all lies. And I'm like, well, you're saying it's a 12-year-old. I mean, it was a 14-year-old, but, like...
Un chico de 12 años, fotos. ¡Ay! O sea, tenemos que entender que específicamente esa persona tenía 12 años. Una persona de 12
Does he realize that person was also me? Because he's speaking about this.
años se pone a escribir en un grupo. ¡Ay! Mi culo se ve tan bonito hoy, gente. ¡Amo mi pelo! Una captura que, además de que ni siquiera sabemos si es real, pero en el caso de que lo fuera, tampoco sabemos
Oh, he's going, we don't
de
think
esta
it's real.
persona, ni si es un chico o una chica. Y encima ella...
We don't know if this person is a boy or a girl. Oh, okay, so he literally has not put two and two together that the person in the group chat is also me. It's almost too good. I thought he was giving you gender neutral terms. You thought he would give me gender neutral terms?
Estaría haciendo grooming en medio de un grupo donde un montón de gente la...
God, I can't believe he doesn't know it was me.
A ver, esto no es lo
love
habitual, precisamente en los casos de gente
love
pedo.
it.
Porque como hemos
I
en el
love
caso de
it.
Town, por ejemplo, el tío iba a hablar específicamente por privado con cada una de las niñas. Cierto es que tenía un grupo con ellas, pero luego iba individualmente a por ellas. Y en chats individuales, en ningún momento han mostrado que esta chica se dedique a hacer lo que le acusan. Y la persona de verde le responde, vete de aquí, perra. No sabemos si puede haber sido
The
una
person in green.
broma interna, donde anteriormente ya estuvieran diciendo cosas del estilo. No sabemos de verdad.
What reason does he have to defend her so hard? He's opening for her on the Miranda Sings Espanol tour coming next year.
La que tenía esta persona, no sabemos absolutamente nada, pero solo por esta captura de mierda, que ni sabemos si es real, y si fuera real tampoco sabemos la edad de esa
Why do you want me to look at his wiki?
persona, y tampoco sabemos
Why do you want me to look at his wiki? Dallas Reviews. Wiki. Dallas Reviews. What am I supposed to look at? The allegations against him? Wait, is this the same person? Occupations. Child grooming allegations. In April 2018, a 15-year-old Argentine girl named Olivia shared on her Twitter several screenshots, videos, and live streams of alleged conversations she had with Dalas in 2016. Jesus Christ. The year in which she was supposedly about 13 years old. She also pointed out that he had sent Sammy nude pool photos on Instagram. This topic was addressed by the Mexican YouTuber Diego de la Mataz, most known as this, in a live stream with Dalas from March of the same year in 2020. A YouTuber known as... Hold on. In 2021, this is taking a different turn than what I thought it was. Fabian, a YouTuber known as TV Interviews, this alleged victim from Dallas in a video called this, The Dark Truth About Dallas Reviews. Olivia, known on social media as this, affirmed that Dallas supposedly contacted his father to intimidate him. On November 1st, 2020, a Twitter person known as this published a thread in which she talks about the concept of parasocial grooming and explains how, according to her, Dalas is an example of this practice. In the same thread, she also gives an example of the American YouTuber Shane Dawson. Complaint of child... Danielle. Dalas was denounced for child cyberbullying, and on 30th of November 2018, Daniel was tried for that crime against a 13-year-old child. The Madrid prosecutor's office asked for 5 years in prison, 11 of disqualification, and 9 years of estrangement. According to the testimony of the minor of 13, she and Dalas began to communicate through Twitter in 2015, and Dalas sent her a photo of his naked torso. They did not meet again until 26th of April 2016, when she attended a signing of her book, held in Madrid, Spain. Both continued talking on WhatsApp, and on 8th of February 2016, he accompanied her to the station where he supposedly kissed her and proposed to her at her hotel. Later, he went to the Retiro, whatever that says, Park place where he allegedly kissed her and touched her areas and other areas, allegedly. Dalas defended himself by saying that the topless photo had been published before. However, he admitted that he did meet in person in 2016. He affirmed that the Atocha was only about 15 minutes to be able to sign a book that he had failed to sign. He denied that they went to the park and that the sexual encounter had happened. On the other hand, Dalas flatly denied having any sexual interest in her. He also stated that he talked to her a lot because she claimed to have both problems at school and from her mother. In December 2018, the Court of Madrid acquitted Daniel due to lack of evidence after the evidence. Okay. Now, I have very little information on all of this. This is literally stuff that's on Wikipedia, so I'm going to hold all responsibility to Wikipedia with this information. I mean, this is readily available on his Wikipedia. I am going to say that this is all alleged. I am literally just reading this off of Wikipedia that is readily available. I have no idea about the situation. It was sent to me, and I read this. This is on his Wikipedia. I don't know how much truth this holds. I don't know how much the allegations hold. I don't know how the police reports hold up. I just want to make that very clear. But wow, that took a very... Go to the sources section. I mean, it's all there. It's all here. I hear Bonnie snoring. I mean, here is... Oh God, there's all these news articles. Okay, well, I'm not diving into that, but that is there as well. Okay, well, I mean, watching this video just feels very weird now.
Estamos diciendo, ¡ay, qué mala! Vamos a cancelarla. Sin embargo, tenemos el caso de Cosby y una foto explícita de él, sacándose una foto de una chica inconsciente y drogada, la cual él mismo drogó, después de mantener relaciones con ella inconsciente. Y hay gente que está aplaudiéndole y diciéndole, ¡ay, pobrecito, eres inocente! Pero a Colin Ballinger...
I'm gonna be honest, I do not want to listen to any more. I have heard enough after hearing that. I actually do not want to hear any more from him. I actually do not want to hear any more from him. Well, that was that. Dalas Reviews, go fuck yourself. I have heard enough from him. I have heard enough from him. I actually do not want to hear any more at all. Wow, that was awful. And what a turn that took. What a fucking turn that took. Well, there is that. And in terms of every joke I made about him in this video now, I take them all back, even just as jokes, because I do not even want to joke about someone as, I mean, from what I'm reading, nasty as that. That is very disturbing. I had no fucking knowledge of that, and I have, no. All right, I'm gonna end it there, but holy shit. Jesus Christ.